Hi, this is TK with Movie Widow Media, and I'm going to share my thoughts today about a new horror satire called The Blackening. This film was directed by Tim Story and written by Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins. I'm going to keep this review relatively short because it's a spoiler-free review. I think the less you know going into it outside of the initial setup, the more you'll get out of it because it does have some twists. And I don't want to give that away. Maybe when the movie goes to streaming, Tony and I will do a joint review of it where we dig a little bit more into the plot and talk about the spoilers in it. But for now, I think it's best if you just go into it cold and check it out. The Blackening has an all-black cast of relatively unknowns. I'll cover the cast in just a minute. But the premise involves a group of friends, a group of 9 friends, coming together to celebrate the Juneteenth holiday in a cabin. As I mentioned, it's a horror satire with the tagline of "We can't all die first." Basically, it stems from the stereotype or the trope that blacks in horror movies usually are the first to die. So this movie is a take on that. Much like the 2011 film Cabin in the Woods, The Blackening takes a comedic approach and pokes fun at a lot of the tropes that you'll see in movies like Friday the 13th, Halloween. It even has elements of the Saw movies. And basically just takes those tropes, turns them on their heads, or, like I said, just kind of make fun of them. So the central events of the film take place at the cabin where they meet up to celebrate the holiday, and they come across this board game called The Blackening, or Jim Crow Monopoly, as one of the characters called it. And the game starts quizzing them on all things Black or African American culture, pop culture. It asks them questions like. So the game starts quizzing them on all things Black popular culture. It asks them questions like name 5 actors who appeared on the show Friends. What's the second verse of the United Negro Anthem, otherwise known as Lift Every Voice and Sing? And another question that comes to mind is how many seasons did dark-skinned Aunt Viv appear on the show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? It counts down and tells them that for every wrong answer, one of their friends are going to die, kind of a la Saw style. This movie has a large cast that includes Antoinette Robertson, who plays Lisa. Lisa's the smart, pretty girl of the group. There's Dwayne, played by Dwayne Perkins, who plays Lisa's gay best friend. Sinqua Wallace plays Namandi, who is Lisa's love interest, the one who broke her heart, cheated on her a lot in college, and of course her friend Dwayne hates him because of that. So they reconnected right before the events of the movie, and of course trying to keep that a secret as much as possible from the rest of the people in their friend group. Grace Byers, very funny in her role as Allison. Allison's half white. Her father's white. Her mother's Black, and she's the character that even though she's mixed race, she's the one that like represents and power to the people. They often joke that she's the blackest of them all, even though she's mixed race. An actress by the name of X Mayo plays Shanika. Shanika was the ghetto, loud, overweight, just stereotypical party girl of most Black friend groups. And then there's Melvin Gregg, who plays King. King is gangster, but he's married to a white woman, and he made there's a line in the film where he basically says he's balls deep in the sunken place. And finally, Jermaine Fowler plays Clifton, and Clifton is the nerd of the group and the only one who has an android, and they roast him constantly about that fact in the film. I like The Blackening. It was a fun watch. I went to go see it alone on Juneteenth yesterday. But I kind of wish I had brought Tony with me because I think the more people you have with you, the funnier, the better the watch is because it's a fun movie and it's funny. And I was in the theater with a group of, I believe, all blacks. All black people were in there. And it was a small group, but I can tell that the other people in the audience were really enjoying the jokes and the music and the lines and all that. So it's definitely a ticket for me. You can wait to stream it, but I think that if you go with a group of friends or family or even alone like I did, you'll thoroughly enjoy this film. I'm not sure how it's doing at the box office because I usually don't pay attention to numbers and things like that. If I like a movie, I like it. You know, if I enjoyed it, took something away from it. I mean, that's all it is for me, and I'll recommend it. So I am recommending this film. This is going to be a relatively short review. I think that I might go see it again with Tony or maybe with another family member and do another kind of joint review of it. Otherwise, we'll wait until it goes to streaming, and I'll do a joint review with Tony to see his take on it. But it's definitely a good film, and if you like funny, if you like horror, it meshes both of those elements. And overall, if I had to describe it, I would say it's a black version of Cabin in the Woods, where it's got the comedy elements, but it doesn't take away of a lot of the horror that's in the movie. So if you got some time this weekend, go check it out. Fun watch, and it's definitely a ticket for me. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for notifications of upcoming content. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.